Welcome to the 359 and 360.
Woo!
Yeah, this is our big 100th episode, so we're doing things a little bit differently. We're outside here in Madison Square Park by Shake Shack. That has nothing to do with why we're here. But we're going to do things a little bit differently. This is an extended episode for you podcast listeners. We're going to be talking about the 100 episodes that we did. Well,
right.
That Ben did. I was out for most of it, but or a chunk of it. Talking about the highlights from the 100 episodes, the top stories.
Yeah, since February, basically.
Since February.
So this is a retrospective of the past 5 months.
Yes, and we know
let's do a retrospective anyway.
Yeah, we realize that's not a huge amount of time, but it's 100 episodes. It's a milestone worth celebrating. So
that we never expected to get to anyway.
We never actually get to. And so thank you, viewers, by the way, for letting us do 100 episodes of this podcast.
So exciting.
It's totally exciting.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So. Why don't we talk about that first episode just to kick things off? Just remember how
awkward
terrible we were. How awkward and terrible we were.
It was also, looking back, it was on February 29th, so we're not actually going to have another actual annual episode for another 4 years.
Yes.
So the next Olympics, basically.
Right.
But yeah, back then we weren't able to do it in one take. We had to have Brian, our producer, splice everything together. And now... see how far we've come.
Yeah.
Well, we still need some work. But.
So what were the big stories that we covered since then over the past 5 months?
All right, biggest topics. Well, they're all kind of random order, but I guess we should start with early on Apple FBI.
Okay.
Was a big story that sort of popped up really right around when we started the podcast, right?
Yeah, we talked about that one a lot. And yeah, I mean, that story had everything, and it was kind of, we were all pretty disappointed how it ended because...
it did end with a whimper.
Yeah, it was just like, basically the FBI just pulled what it was doing, and they said, like, okay, we're not going to do this anymore, but...
Well, they basically said, hey, we found a hacker to hack in your thing, so we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Don't need your help anymore.
No court battle needed, so...
Yeah.
It was too bad. I was really hoping for that, but, what are you going to do?
Well, next topic, Pokemon. How do we not talk about the last 5 months without talking about Pokemon? And Joan is our resident live Pokemon player. She's actually playing right now.
Yeah.
She got a pincer already.
Worth 888 combat points.
888, that's huge.
And what level are you at?
Impressive.
I missed a Nidoran.
She's at level 18.
18.
She's dedicated. Even going overseas, she's been playing Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Wherever she is.
You got a lot of drowsies.
Caught a lot of drowsies in here.
We're actually a little disappointed by the lack of Pokemon action here. I mean, Madison Square Park is supposed to be a real
I've
hotbed.
caught so many rat-ats in Madison Square Park.
Pidgeys. For me, it's just Pidgeys everywhere, and I don't know what to do with them at this point.
But yeah.
I still haven't played, so I don't know.
Sam, our intern, is the unusual one who's opted not to take part in this phenomenon.
Maybe I'll start playing every day after I leave.
You should start playing when everyone else stops playing.
Ooh,
Don't you
good
think it's
idea.
strange we're still talking about it, though? Because when did it first launch? It was at least a couple weeks ago, if not a month ago or something.
Yeah.
Usually with mobile games, these things tend to be a flash in the pan.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to last this long. And maybe it's not going to be not much longer. Who the hell knows?
Oh,
But
there's a Squirtle.
okay.
Wow. So there you go.
Apparently it
Apparently
keeps
not.
going.
Well, look, it's also, we're still in the summer months. Kids are starting to go back to school now, so it's really, now is a real test of whether or not this game has any longevity.
Right.
Remember, Clash of Clans has been successful for a long time.
I played that game for many, many years.
I
I
know.
finally deleted it. It was like, I'm getting away
Yeah,
from you.
I finally gave up on the game. So.
Yeah.
I feel like people are going to play during class. They're going to just walk around and play between classes. I mean, it's a perfect time. You're just...
Yeah, if there's a bell sprout on your professor's head, who
gotta
are
get
you
it.
not to catch it? You gotta get it.
Moving on, Donald Trump. We spent a lot of time talking about Donald Trump.
What's the tech angle there, Roger?
Social media. It's a
Oh,
huge
oh,
part.
right.
Social media.
He's trending on Twitter.
No, also, he was also asking for iPhones to be built in America, which
Right.
ridiculous and ludicrous, but you know,
Bad
that's Donald
idea.
Trump for you.
You looked into that, right? How
I
much
looked
would it
into
cost if
I
an
think it
iPhone
would
was built in
cost,
America?
Like, I forget what it was, but it was a multiple. It would be at least double, triple the price of your
So then we'd have
standard
to pay, what, like $1,600 for an iPhone?
phone. An iPhone starts at $650, so we're talking about
No, 1,600.
1,600 possibly.
Yeah, well, I think it was actually, it might have been even higher than that. Like, I think you'd end up having to pay like $2,000 or something for
Nice.
one. So.
What was the response from Donald Trump supporters for that story?
Oh, they were very appreciative of my logical arguments.
Right.
No, they were terrible, and For whatever reason, my Twitter follower base has a nice overlap with Donald Trump supporters. Don't know why, but
Odd.
whatever.
Okay.
At least the
Yeah.
vocal.
But the RNC and Donald Trump both dominated Twitter. Like, it was just all over.
That's true.
All the time. People were very excited about it.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of.
It beat still Stephen Colbert's show on one of the nights.
What, the RNC?
The RNC did?
The RNC
Oh, yeah.
did.
Oh, in terms of Twitter response? That makes sense.
I watched quite a bit of the RNC. Crapped my pants. It was wonderful.
That's good.
One of the other topics we talked about a lot was AI and.
Oh, definitely.
Tay. You guys remember Tay?
Yes.
Microsoft's artificial teenage girl.
Turned
artificial
horrible
racist.
Turned
racist.
horrible
Huge
racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all thanks to Twitter.
I hope
Again,
Tay
bringing
comes
it
back.
Yeah.
Do you think Tay will ever return?
I hope
Or
so.
they're going to
What if she
rename her?
becomes like a
Tay-
misogynist
I think
instead?
Tay
Yeah.
will not come back. I think she'll come back, but in a different name or a different form. I think the Tay brand is kind of sore.
Yeah,
at this
maybe
point,
a different
right?
name. I don't know. I don't think you bring out Tay again.
Also,
Well,
Tay is a terrible name.
If we,
It is a bad name.
well, and then when we do the podcast again, I'm very excited to find out what happens with Google Home. There's some AI functionality with that too,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
So
yeah,
basically, the idea there is that you should be able to have a two-way conversation with your Google Home, which is basically their Amazon Echo competitor. Very excited to find out. I don't know how successful that ends up being, and I don't know. Maybe I'll have both in my house. I'm not sure. Have them talk to each
yeah,
other.
exactly.
Battle it out.
You just have them have conversations with each other while you're just watching.
It'd be like it'd be like the new TV. You just watch all of your
Devices talk to each other.
That
Right.
sounds like terrible entertainment.
Can I have like a tea party with them, like play dress up, like have them sit around the table.
It becomes weird.
They
Sounds
could-
like
they
a
could be
very
your-
bad idea.
They can be your babysitters.
Or your
Sure.
friends,
Come on, sure.
depending
Yeah.
on how many friends you have.
Only one.
Only one. Roger. Facebook. That's Roger.
Sadly, yes. One topic we talked a lot about, virtual reality.
Okay.
We didn't bring up VR. I mean, we talked about it pretty much every other week, right? We found
Yeah.
some excuse.
I think we complained about it a lot though.
We did
We were
complain
like,
a lot
it's
about
too
it.
expensive. It's not good enough.
Right.
It was like, basically what we were saying about VR the whole time was if you go to a restaurant and say the food's bad and there's not enough of it.
Right.
So maybe VR will get better, but I
But
think
did you
it's gonna
guys
take a
try
while.
the Star Wars demo, the lightsaber
It was
battle?
so
Yeah.
fun.
It was. Sam, what was your impression?
Oh, I thought it was great. I mean, I typically get like a little nauseous sometimes with VR, but this one, no lag. It worked really well, and the graphics were good. And I was finally lived my dream of battling as a Jedi.
Was that really your dream?
One of the dreams.
Okay.
One of many
One of many.
dreams.
Yeah.
But it was no, it was still it was. And then what was I using? I was on a Vive, I think.
Yeah.
And the little what are they called? Handset controller was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Worked really well.
it's super responsive. They did a really good job with it. Again, the main complaint is that thing is super expensive and you have to buy a really nice high-end PC to run it. But
Because that's the thing is like, when is it going to go from being niche to something that you use every day, even every other day?
Long time, I
It'll
think.
take some
Yeah.
time.
it'll take a while.
It have to be much cheaper.
Well, Gear's cheap. Gear
So is Google Cardboard.
That's
And,
true.
well, Google Cardboard's like free, basically.
But Google Cardboard's a terrible experience. You can only
Yeah.
really use it for about 5 or 10 minutes before it just becomes unbearable.
Yeah. The big thing though they have to deal with is overheating.
Yeah.
Right.
And battery life.
Yeah.
Battery life for sure.
And wires.
Sure.
All
Just
right.
keep piling on the complaints.
All the
Fine.
issues.
Okay.
Cord cutting. We talked about cord cutting a lot. The various streaming options. Joan, our media expert. I mean, are we, are we done with pay TV? Is that?
yeah, it's
Well,
traditional
one of the
TV
things
day.
that, one of the arguments that people who advocate for the idea that cord cutting isn't a threat, one of the main arguments that they make is that live sports,
Yeah.
they're the proof. People will pay for television if it's live sports, but as we saw with Rio,
Yeah.
there was a lot of problems where all the social media availability of interesting stories kind of precluded people from watching the live.
I mean, how many
content.
times were you spoiled by like
A couple times.
ESPN alerts about
Yeah.
Phelps winning this?
Yeah.
Or Lockie being
Or the
I
beat?
love
gymnasts,
the-
yeah, the
Or
women's
the
gymnasts,
gymnasts, yeah.
I found-
Snapchat's actually the Rio coverage on Snapchat was really cool. If anyone checks it out,
I'm
I
not,
thought
I'm
it
not
was-
hip
I thought it
enough
was really
to
I really
check
liked
that
it.
out.
Yeah, I liked
Then
it a
again,
lot.
I'm a huge fan of Snapchat Discover and all of their like live footage. Or footage that they shot is so good.
Yeah.
Really good.
So that's it, right? Death of pay TV. Screw all that.
We'll see.
Let's go cord cutting.
But the flip side is the fact that someone's got to deliver you your internet connection to watch most of that
Right.
stuff. If you want to watch it on your TV, if you want to watch your Netflix, if you want to watch your House of Cards on a big screen, you need to have a good connection to be able to watch it. So the people that are usually delivering that are pay TV providers.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Comcast, which controls
Comcast,
everything.
Time Warner.
Not us
Charter.
yet.
I guess so. Hey, we should kick it to questions at some point, right? Are we getting any?
Are we getting a question?
No.
We're actually getting a lot of really nice congratulations.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you again,
Cheers
viewers.
to you,
we really
audience.
appreciate
been-
you guys sticking with us.
It's been fun for us. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This started as an experiment. We didn't really know what we were
Continues
going
to be.
Right. We didn't really know what this was going to end up being, but it turned out to be a really fun exercise. So, thank you.
I
all.
love it. So
Oh,
much fun.
yes.
I wonder how many I've been
Oh,
on.
and by the way, it's Sam's
And
last
yes,
day.
it is Sam's
Oh,
final
yeah.
day.
Oh, so we wanted to
kinda
like
sad.
celebrate Sam as
We
well.
definitely wanted to give a shout out to Sam, our excellent New York intern who's been doing some real kick-ass work for us. We'll be very sad to see you leave, but we know you'll be moving on to greater things beyond CNET. Well, beyond the podcast, I don't know.
I don't know. The podcast is.
Yeah, the
pretty
podcast
That's the
is
peak.
probably a high
That's
watermark
probably
of
the
your
best
career.
moment of your life right
Yeah,
now.
I think that it's just all downhill from this podcast. This exact
Like, oh,
one.
you were a guest host on the 359.
There
Well,
you go.
Yeah,
That's quality resume material right there.
I would hope so.
And well, I wanted to give a shout out to Ben, who anchored the
What?
show for pretty much the entire time I was out. A lot actually has changed since we started the show. Like we had Joan rejoined our team. I became a dad and disappeared for 5 weeks, and we had Sam. So lots of big things happened during the show.
Yeah. The one
And-
thing
What
that
a
I was
life
sad
changes.
about, in 5 months. The one thing that I was sad about when you came back was that I had one thing that I instituted on the show was that I had guest hosts that I would cycle in. So Bridget would come on, Scott Stein,
Yep.
David Katzmeyer, a bunch of people, and I would give everybody a nickname when they showed up. So I, as Akhtar, would be the wise and wonderful I, as Akhtar. When Jeff Bakalar finally showed up on the show, he was the Super Mario to my Princess Toadstool. And then
that's
when Roger
brilliant.
came back, he completely put the kibosh on the nicknames almost immediately. I mean, it made sense.
To
Like,
be
why
fair,
would you nickname me?
Yeah, I
every
really
time?
didn't want to come up with a new nickname for you every single day.
Yeah.
That would have been. It would have gotten pretty dark
It
after
would
a
have
while.
been. It would have been very flattering. Oh, dark. Okay, fine. Never mind.
mind.
So,
But I mean, to be fair, Ayaz got the wolf nickname after a conversation about
Awoo.
how you're awesome.
Awoo.
Awoo.
right.
After realizing how awesome your middle name is. So.
Thank you very much.
What is
Yes.
your name? Oh, fuck. Never mind. We're done. We're done.
We're
I thought there was something else. You said a woo.
and that's
I
a
thought-
wrap.
Yeah.
Any last bits, last thoughts before we wrap things
We didn't
up?
do Apple versus Samsung. I thought that was on our
You
list.
know what? You're right. Forgot about Apple versus Samsung, the Galaxy Note 7. Definitely hot topics. I mean, yeah. Every time we talk about those subjects, we're either accused of being ICNet or
We're
we're
never
for Samsung or Android.
Are we
sometimes.
ever accused of being for Samsung?
Yeah. If we ever bash Apple, I feel like or if we bash Android, what is it the other way around?
I have no idea.
I kind of lost
It's
my
usually
train of thought.
ICNet. I
is usually
can't keep
ICNet.
track of my conspiracy
But
theories.
there are a couple of trollish comments about us being in it for Android or
There are
Samsung.
troller comments about everything, though.
True.
We love them all.
Yes, we love everyone.
Okay, so
There you go.
should we do the thing?
Yeah, let's do
All
it.
right. Okay.
Well, I mean, let's remind everyone we're live in Madison Square Park to
Yes.
celebrate our 100th episode. We're actually recording in 360 as well.
Yeah.
Hello.
Check out the YouTube broadcast of this later on. It'll be in 360. If you've got a Gear
Yeah, that's
VR
why this thing is
artboard,
here.
You can check us out, all of us, as well as the park and Shake Shack.
The park is
but-
beautiful. We're having a really
Beautiful
time.
day in
Beautiful
The
day.
shakes are delicious.
So so we've got something special for our viewers.
Right. Okay. So, and we have this apparently in all sizes,
We
right?
have medium, large, and extra large.
So this is the ICNet New York, and the first person to answer this question correctly, we will mail you the shirt.
Yes.
Okay. The
We'll reach out
question.
to you. We'll reach out to you directly on Facebook.
So cool.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I have the question ready.
And if we don't get responses here, we can take responses or answers from our Twitter handle. 59 podcasts.
That's
so.
true.
It's not that hard. Okay, either way, hopefully somebody actually gets this. So what's the first item that was ever sold on Amazon?
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, and I have it right here.
Hint.
I know what it is.
It's not a TV.
It's not a TV.
I have
Or
a guess.
toaster.
Don't guess.
But I won't
'cause
say.
It's the first, okay, specifically, not like topical or whatever.
Yeah, not like a toothbrush.
Right.
Or
And
If it were a
seriously,
toothbrush,
you can Google
which
it.
toothbrush?
It's pretty easy to figure out. So.
It is.
We Googled it very, very recently. I'm looking at it right now.
Let me see.
Ben, would you repeat the question?
Okay, so the trivia question is, what was the first item ever sold on Amazon? And the winner gets this beautiful t-shirt.
Go ahead and write your answers in the comments.
We'll
We're also
send you a
open
t-shirt.
to general Q&A as we're sitting here hanging out, finishing up our shakes.
Yeah.
delicious.
By the way, I'm having
Long
a
ketchup
blackberry shake, which has been accuses me, continues my obsession with blackberry and bringing
Right.
up blackberry in all things.
He's lying, it's an
Okay.
apple shake.
I have
I'm
a
having-
nougat shake.
That
I was about to say that.
Nougat shake, nice.
Oh my god.
I'm having an Intel chips shake. No, that doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Notice no one here has an ice cream sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Good one.
Any questions or any comments from our viewers?
No, nothing yet. Just some more congratulations. It's really sweet. It's been
Aw,
fun hanging out with
that's
y'all.
nice. It's fun hanging out with
If you do have any questions, it's weird to think that we're doing a retrospect on 5 months,
I know.
Yeah.
but it.
But it's 100 episodes.
It's 100 episodes, and it, actually, like I said, a lot has happened in those 5 months.
But
It's
see,
been
that's
a very
it. You wouldn't
eventful
really think
time.
that so much could happen in a short period of time, but I mean.
Yeah, we sprinted to 100 episodes. Oh, should we say also that we're taking a short break?
Yeah, I was
After
gonna end it
100?
Yeah, after this episode, we're going to be taking a break for a couple of weeks. We'll be back in September.
In time
in
for
in
Apple
time
Day.
for the Apple event.
Yeah.
So you'll get all of our riffs and analysis on the new iPhone when it comes out. We don't know when yet. Apple doesn't really talk to us.
But we think it's September 7th, right? That's the date.
That's the rumor
That's
date.
the
yeah.
rumor date, which is
To be
Wednesday
fair, they do
after
talk to
Labor
CNET
Day.
and they talk to our Apple reporter, Shar Ticket. They just don't talk to us because we get no respect from anyone.
I'll be watching.
There
I'll
you
watch
go.
it.
Speak
So
for
you better
yourself.
watch it.
So Lewis is close. Lewis in our Facebook, if you can hear me over the damn helicopter.
Hold on.
Apple's coming after us.
Ah, they heard us! They're listening!
They're gonna
So-
put me in an iPhone carbonite.
Lewis, if you can give us the title, then you get the shirt. Just you're so close. You're so close. Tell us what the title
Lewis,
is.
Google it. Seriously, it's
Just
not that
Google
hard,
it.
man.
It's easy. We
So
gotta get rid of
close.
this.
Get a shirt.
What did he say?
Did it-
It's public.
He says it's a book.
No
Well-
kidding, it's a book. They were started as a book seller.
Oh wait, no. Fluid concepts and creative analogies.
He
There
did
you
it!
go.
He did
Well
it!
done.
And actually, Akash beat him to it.
All right.
Oh, well done,
congrats,
Akash.
Buzzer beater.
We've got a few shirts to get rid of. So
Yeah. Lewis, if you could throw in your answer real quick, we'll
can
reach out to you.
someone needs to jot down these names if at all possible. Anybody
Well,
got a
I'm
pen?
catching Pokemon, so I'm out.
Here, I've got it.
I can't help you there.
Sam the intern, our trusty intern,
Sam
is
the
all on
trusty
top of it.
intern.
Sam, what?
All right.
The trusty intern.
That could be
So-
my nickname.
Right, we'll get you a nameplate.
Akash, aka ASHKUNDU.
Wait, what was it? What was it?
Akash Kundu.
K-U-N-D.
Okay.
A-U-N-D.
And Lewis Ahumada. AHUMADA.
Oh, Lewis did finally answer correctly?
Yep.
Good
Well
job.
done.
He
Lewis.
technically did answer the question
John
correctly
Oak.
by saying book.
JONOAK.
No. I said not.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I very
And
specifically.
Jason Wilkes.
Mm.
All right, guys.
WILKES.
Wow.
Jason,
Congrats, everyone.
John, Akash, Luis.
We have 3 viewers!
Yeah.
Four.
All right.
You can
Oh wait,
lightning
one
speed
more.
Google.
We can do 5. Bill Cimo, CIMO.
All right, Bill.
Awesome.
Way to go, Bill!
Nice going.
We got a
Wow.
bunch of shirts. We'll reach out to you directly on Facebook. Get your sizes. Congrats, everyone. Thanks for participating.
Yay!
It's a good
We got to
one.
wrap it up shortly because
Batteries
are
running
gonna
down.
die.
Yeah, no, look, if you liked anything you saw or heard here, check us out on CNET. Our podcast is available on iTunes. We'll play music, SoundCloud, FeedBurner, TuneIn. And yeah, we'll see you all in 2 weeks. I'm Roger Chang.
I'm Joni Salzman.
I'm Ben Fox Rubin.
I'm Samantha Rhodes.
BBG behind the camera.
There you go.
Well done.
See you in 2 weeks. Thanks again for watching.
Yeah. Check this out in 360 later.
Oh my god.